What's up, everybody? Clint Fauché here, and
I'm Albert Chavez.
And this is Front Porch Chronicles. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, straight out of Pensacola, representing Florida, Sedriques Dumas, a.k.a. The Reaper. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come on. We truly appreciate it. I got a quick question. I know you played football in high school. We'll get into that in a little while. This is gonna make or break our relationship right now. Is it Florida or Florida State?
Neither.
Okay. Look, if you would have said FSU, it would have been. I would have had to be salty. I'm a diehard Florida fan. Who do you pull for?
Like, how much as I live in the front Pensacola and everything, bro, I never been a Florida State fan or a Florida fan, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
Who you a fan of?
honestly, bro, before the rule settings and all this and stuff, I used to be a Missouri and Oregon fan.
Okay. I dig Oregon. Their unis just off top are fly.
They're so fly.
all the time.
Imagine
playing for them. You just have so much gear. Dude, you look so good.
Bro. That was like one of my dreams in high school with them, but they told me like Oregon is like on the other side of the world. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's different. It's a big difference. Speaking of the other side of the world, I know we kind of touched on this. How's it growing up in Pensacola? I try to explain to them Southern living, but they don't really understand. How's it growing up in Pensacola?
Growing up here, I love my city. I love it. I love the people here that I kick it with. Let me just say that. There's a lot of snakes, but when you get like a group good people that's around you, you kind of just like be with them. And if you got like cool family members or like me, I chill with my people and my family. You know what I'm saying? You got like a good little set of family and a good little friend set, and like you straight down here in the South. I'm not gonna lie, in Pensacola, there's a lot of drama, a lot of bullshit. Because it is a town. It is a city, it's a tourist city. But since I'm born here and everything gets raised here, it's a town. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that, like, you got to either separate yourself from things or you're going to be labeled into that group. Like, everybody had, like, a popularity group and you had the nerd group. Yeah. That's kind of how I like it in Pensacola. Like, no disrespect, to, like, the people in my city. Like, sometimes you got to pick and choose. Sometimes you got to, like, coat ride, if you can if I can say it like that. A lot of people don't know how to think for themselves here. So a lot of people coat ride or something like that. But besides that, bro, like I do love my city. It's respect. It does get like you say ratchet, wicked a few times here and there. Every city has that.
Every city,
But it's real chill, laid back. You want to come here and enjoy the beach and stuff like that. Nice beach. If you're trying to grab that peace of mind, let me just say that. You're trying to grab a peace of mind. Come to Pensacola. If you're trying to make a career, leave Pensacola. But
is it hard? Let me ask you this. Speaking of your group and being tight knit and all of that, when you got signed to the UFC and you kind of it's one of those things that everybody is like, oh, he made it. Because I'm from Montgomery, Pensacola. It's the same thing. It's smaller cities, even though to us they're kind of bigger compared to other, podunk towns. Yeah. Did you have a lot of people that tried to gravitate towards you once you probably had to hit that Heisman pose on some of them?
Bro, nah, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Still to this day, I get no respect from my city. Like, I get respect from a few people that's in my city, bro.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, being the very first, UFC fight from Pensacola, you would think, there would be more recognition, more of this, more of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would think more gyms and shit would come together and all this and stuff. And like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I keep everything, like, up front. I don't sugarcoat shit. I give two fucks if a person feels some type of way about me. You know what I'm saying? People make lies about me 24/7. There's not a lot of structure here. I'm thinking by being, the very first on UFC fighter here, in my mind, I felt like I can bring now, since I brung, a mainstream back to a city that Roy Jones brung probably over like 2 decades ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking in my mind, like, okay, I can bring something back, and everybody started getting together. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody started training. We all started training together because like before, bro, like when I was an amateur, bro, like I went 15-1 as an amateur.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was fighting people from different gyms that was hearing all this and stuff, whatever. And then I venture out and started fighting people down south and in Mississippi and in Tennessee, stuff like that. But like the ones that I fought here, I'm like, bro, let's link up and train and shit, whatever, let's get better. You was once a person that, I had to fight to get past through. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did that with probably like one or two people. And like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I guess, if you hold a grudge because of a fight, that's you. Get what I'm saying? I don't hold grudges. Um, I was more so trying to bring a team thing. You get what I'm saying? And even when like I got on the Contender Series, did nobody know I was from Pensacola? Nobody knew. Nobody knew I was from Pensacola fighting until I started getting, messages and stuff saying, "Yo, I did not know. Whoa, where the fuck? Wait, hold on. When did this? Whoa."
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I've been fighting for like, now it's been 6 years now. Well, 6 years, six. No, it's been about, finally come up on 7 years now. I've been fighting for 7 years now. I straight told people, bro, like, been doing this for like at the time of my contender fight. I was doing that for probably roughly about 5 years, 5, 6 years, around that way. And I told people, bro, I've been training this whole time. I always post online about sponsorships, this and that, and this and the other. Posting videos of me training. Doing the main thing. Just being a professional athlete, just doing this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Besides the smoking part.
Yeah.
I know that's not professional, but woo woo.
Yeah.
But like I told a lot of people, man, it's like I've been doing this whole time. Trying like I wasn't thinking I was going to get to the UFC. You know what I'm saying? My mind, I was just going to go around this region, like around Pensacola, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. I was just going to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying?
In the way.
Everybody in the
Yeah.
regional scene, just to make sure I be known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shout out to my boy Dean Tool. We right now we don't really talk as much because we everybody got their stuff going on.
Yeah.
But he already knows, like, I give him all respect to him because he's the one that was able, him and Malky and Abe at the time was the ones that gave me the call, gave me the shot, gave me,
Yeah.
Dean gave me the inside, to first round management. First round management linked up with Dean. Dean, like, hey man, we got this good fighter dude. Let's just like move him the right way, yada yada yada, boom, 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 boom. They did that, and then like I told Dean, I still told Dean, and still to this day, like every time I fight, bro, I respect you because you gave me the shot, that I wasn't looking for. You know what I'm saying? I was fighting on his shows, I was fighting on other people's shows. You gave me an opportunity, to make something bigger. So I said, okay, bet. I took the ran with it. Now, I appreciate that man every time for that. And I also appreciate our management for standing in my corner, win, lose, or draw, getting me these fights that I supposedly need and all this and stuff, to be better. I respect that. So like, I'm that type, if you can say I'm that type of person, I just, respect everybody. But falling back to what we were saying is that by me being on a contender, I was thinking that it was gonna bring light to Pensacola. Still to this day, bro, a lot of people don't even know I even fight in the UFC and they're from my city.
It's the same thing. It's funny. I'm originally from Montgomery. And when I go back home now, it's a different mindset and mentality. It's one of those things that people get so trapped in not wanting to see other people succeed because it makes them step out of their own comfort zone. And when they see somebody doing big things or doing the things that they need to do to take care of their family and whatever, it makes them take an internal look. And a lot of people don't want to take that internal look and elevate. So sadly, it's one of those things, and that you almost have to step away from those people. So I completely get what you're saying and kind of locking it down.
Well,
I used to hang out with 10 people, and now I'm gonna hang out with probably like 3 people now.
Quality over quantity.
Was it tough for you? Was it tough for you growing up, like breaking away from the mold of the small town vibe, so that way you could be your own person and venture out into and to become this man that you become now?
Nah, bro. I'm finna say, hear me when I say this. Even I was a kid playing with toys and everything when I was a kid. I always had in my head, bro, I would be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would be up there. I always had that mindset. I just never know how I was gonna do it, so I just took it the standard way. Play sports. Go hard at sports. Hopefully you'll get a basketball, football scholarship, then get to the NFL and NBA. That's how my mindset was stuck on that I was gonna make millions. I didn't know fighting was going to be, a way to start making millions, making that money up to get to it and all this and stuff. So I just, like I told everybody, any type of sport that I play, I give it 100%. Give 100% at the training part, give 100% in the ring, and I'm also trying to strategize for it. So like the fighting shit, like it caught me off guard, like how you like you said, man, being from a small town and all this stuff. All of it, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I know how to deal with all this. I know how to deal with the publicity. I know how to deal with this. I know how to deal with that. But being from here made me understand, like, it's respect. I had to learn respect was like a main thing.
Yeah.
Because in this city, like, I ain't, like I said, even I go into different cities now. I respect people, but I still care. Like, hey, bro, don't fuck with me because if you do, I'll probably slap the shit out of you. But I don't carry that. Oh, I'm a badass. You can't touch me. And a lot of people from my city walk around like, oh, you can't touch me. But I'm like, bro, you ain't even ventured out to like, like I got people, like I got family in Chicago, Detroit, New York. Like you haven't even ventured out there. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell people like, there's more shit than Pensacola. You got Orlando, you got like how you say Birmingham, you got different spots. Like, cause I went up there and went to train with Eric.
Yeah.
When I went up there in Birmingham. Like I loved it. A little peaceful ride, the mountains and shit kind of threw me off and shit. But you feel me? Like next thing you know, bro, I was in the car just chilling, and then I looked to the right. I said, "What the fuck? I'm on a fucking mountain." Yeah, man, cause I was just chilling, just driving shit. So you feel me? Like come from Pensacola, like going up stuff like that, like I'm loving this, and that's what a lot of people not getting. Like people be like, "Oh, bro, I don't know why so many people like don't like you and all this stuff," and I'm just like, "Bro, I don't understand either because I'm like a kid at a candy store right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm experiencing things that I never experienced, like going to Abu Dhabi and all this other stuff. I'm experiencing these things that I never thought I was going to experience. So like I'm having fun with, people always tell me like, bro, like, did you think this was going to happen? No, never thought in a million years was going to happen. Never even adventure to even thinking I was going to be a UFC fight. Never even thought, bro. I seen UFC on Spike TV and turned from that shit. I was like, why is 2 grown-ass men in the cage punching each other? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Wrestling or something? I'm like, all right, I'm flipping the channel.
Yeah.
So, like, I was never into it and, stuff like that. But, like I tell a lot of people, being from here, like, it opened my eyes to a lot of things now. So like when I try to give insight and give a little free game to people look at me like I'm fucking crazy, I'm cocky, like I'm bougie. And I'm over this bitch like, hey bitch ass motherfucker, like I'm just trying to give you some free knowledge so your ass get the fuck up out of here. And I tell everybody that, like the people around me, like get the fuck up out of here. If you gotta go to the military, something like that, just to get the fuck up out of Pensacola, do it. You know what you gotta do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like since I've been out of Pensacola and seen there's so much stuff. There's so many ways to make money.
It's mind blowing, right? I was the same way. When I moved out to Southern California 7 years ago. When my brother first came to me and he said, "Hey man, I'm getting restationed out here and I need your help." I said, "Man, I don't want to go out here with these pot smoking hippie freak, like weird people," because that's what we're taught, the same way that they think that we sit on the front porch in rocking chairs and
I'm in a plastic chair.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it was mind blowing to me. And when I go home now, it's the same thing for me. So that, it's not just you. People will come to me now and they're like, "Oh, you don't have your country accent anymore. And oh, you think you're bougie because you hang with all these big time UFC fighters. And oh, you live in Southern California. And I'm like, I'm the same. I'm the same 100% 365. If there's anybody that keeps it realer than me, there's not very many, because I keep it 100, whether I'm with a multimillionaire or whether I'm with the crackhead at the gas station. I'll give you respect, but I'm going to demand respect. Yeah.
That part. That you demand respect, you get respect. But those type of people are simple-minded.
Yeah.
They look at you like, bitch, you the dumb one. Well, what? Oh.
Like, where do we go? Yeah.
Calm down. Yeah. That
Hey,
escalated quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, like, that's one, like, I told a few people, like, I don't hang out in the hood like I used to. I don't hang out with certain people I used to, because, like, I know what their mindset is on. I just dealt with the shit. And if I start arguing with this person and this group, and, man, I don't got time. Like, I'm straight up be real with you. Like, bro, I'm not finna sit right here and argue, go back and forth with another grown man or another woman. If you ain't like family to me or something like that, bro, I'm not finna go back and forth with you. Like, that's stupid, because that's just gonna cause some more confrontation. All the time. Especially in Pensacola, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so I kind of just sit back and just chill and shit. And
so let me ask you a question. How did you get the nickname Reaper?
honestly, bro, I told a lot of people, I got a name from, sitting at the graveyard, smoking and shit, chilling, because I lost a lot of homies. That's the main reason why. But, it just happened. Like, that's the same thing with fighting. It just grew up on me. Like, somebody said this, and then somebody said that, and somebody was like, "Hey, bro, man, that man's the Reaper, bro. That man going in and fight and does what you do, bro. Get the fuck out. You don't hear from this man, period.
Yeah.
Until it's time to fight." And I'm like, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's more my style. And then, like, honestly, though, I like it, because it's like, I don't come out, I don't really, like, say too much unless I'm ready to fight again, or I'm ready to fight, or something like that.
Yeah.
It sounds ominous and like badass too. But yeah, just kind of taking it back to your early childhood. And we know you used to play wide receiver in high school. How was the transition from football to the MMA sphere? Like, give us a little bit more background on that.
Basically just learning technique. Like, football, I can catch, I can run, I can lift weights, I can, what I'm saying, I can sprint. But with fighting, it wasn't just all about lifting weights, sprinting. I actually had to do certain things to work certain moves and certain things on my body to be comfortable. But as far as injuries, I don't know. I say injuries. What the fuck? As far as like injuries and like taking shots, or like being like in sceneries like that, like having the pressure on you and all that, like, I'm okay with. I'm cool with. Like, fighting, I'm okay with. It's like, that's why it doesn't bother me. Like, period.
I know the first time for me was the transition. So I grew up in Montgomery. I grew up ratchet. So I always was known in the hood as the guy that would fight anybody, and he was about that life. And I still will never forget the first time I went into an actual MMA gym. And the first time I got leg kicked. And I went in there and I was like, dude, I'm 31-0 in the streets. So I know I'm going to come in here, and I got destroyed. You too? And it was like, well, wait a minute. And so I completely understand learning all of the technique and the nuances. It's complicated, and people don't know the difference. Like, people from the streets or whatever, when I go home or whatever, they're like, oh, I could beat you in okay. Mess around and find out if you want to, but I mean, you do this. Okay. So
your ass gonna be laying your ass right on the pavement,
snoring, getting baptized in the concrete. Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna kindly walk away. When I kindly walk away, you get what happened? Oh, he gone.
Exactly.
Put him to sleep.
Yeah.
He done. So, like I said, man, like, it's a lot of things, bro. Like, I had to transition from it, but it's the learning part for me. Like I tell a lot of people, it's the learning part. That's all.
Yeah.
What have you learned? I'm just about that too. Like, what have you learned most about yourself since like your last fight? I know we'll get into that a little bit too. obviously it's different from you growing up in the streets and stuff like that. What do you learn about yourself and like how you have to analyze post fights and like just get rid of that old mindset to be this new like growth mindset type of person?
Honestly, bro, I kind of just merge it together, if you can say, because I was in the streets, like when I used to fight, school, streets, whatever you want to call it. I used to make sure I didn't lose a fight because I had to make sure I had to go back the next day home. I had to make sure I had to wake up the next day. I had to make sure nobody didn't kill me, you know, or get caught by the police. But like every fight, I kind of went into it with the strategy and was like, look, let me go ahead and do this, do this, do this, and get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
But with fighting, it in a fight on the street, that it lasts for about a few seconds. You get what I'm saying? So I transitioned that into fighting by coming up with different strategies for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, just to adapt to the situation. So what that's how I'm saying is that I took out old things in my brain that I don't need to use from football, in fights, on the streets or wherever I'm at, bars and all this and shit. And I took those things out and put the fighting method in it, so it's more technical. I understand it more better. So I kind of just got my brain to program both of those things at the same time. Now, is it easy? No, it's hard as fuck. Because I'm transitioning two things to make it into one. But is it coming along well? Yes, because even I told my coach, you know, last performance, you know, I poked, took a loss. I was more comfortable than my last fight. Than my last fight.
You could
than
tell.
the fight
You could.
before.
You can tell because I know you can tell the transition of, and that's something with you. Yeah, you've been doing it 6-7 years, but at that level is completely. It's the difference between playing high school and playing in college.
Yeah.
It's a completely different scene and completely different game, and you can tell each fight you get more confidence in because it's different. It's more of like a surreal. As fast as it happens, the more you get comfortable, the slower. It's like that Matrix. Whenever they move out of the way of the bullet, things start coming slower and slower. Whereas, you know, coming up and fighting in the streets or whatever, it's chaos. So you're just like, it's just like, yeah. So you can tell, going kind of into that, you know, this last fight, there were 3 different, wasn't just yours. There were like 3 different eye pokes. It was like a
ridiculous
Three Stooges episode.
Yeah,
but we wanted to kind
of, you know, a lot of people, you know, in that fight was like, oh, the eye poke, you know, woo, woo. I just want to see what's going to happen afterwards. I told a lot of people, like, you know, it's part of the game. You know, it happened to a few people, me, Chris Lytleman, and I forgot who else. Somebody else. I wasn't watching this.
Kyle Nelson and Bill.
Yeah.
Bill Algeo.
Yeah. So, like I told you, man, you know, it's bullshit. You know, I'm glad they're changing the new gloves. I was on Michael Chandler's page and I kind of like, you know, seen the video of like it's memory foam now. It's more flimsier, so we don't really got to worry about too much of an eye poke and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, then bet, cool. But man, like, you know, like I tell everybody, you know, I really did want to see what he was going to do, you know, because we had the game plan already set. Let him gas himself out in the first round because in the second and third, he has no gas tank.
So I knew, watching your fight, it's funny because I was talking about that specifically. So like a lot of people after the fight that I talked to, they were like, oh, well, he was taking some heavy shots. Again, because I've been there and I've done that, you could tell what you were doing. You were letting him throw those heavy blows. You were very focused on the blocking situation. So you could tell that you were letting him leak himself out and gas himself out.
Yeah. A lot of people knew that, bro. But like me and my coaches said, I should have threw more off of it. But like I told my coaches, like, being in a fight and seeing it, yeah, it's different. But knowing you got to get around, like I tell everybody, it's just like chess. You know, you can checkmate them, whatever, it's stalemate or something might happen. You know, it was just one of those things like, all right, boom, boom, boom. And then when I actually started letting a little bit go in the last bit of the few minutes of the round, I see it in his eyes, and I get too fussed with anybody to say. I can tell that he knew, like, hold on, like, wait. You're just letting me punch you. You're blocking my shit. You're waiting for me to gas out. And that's when I was looking at him and I was like, buddy, you see how I'm pushing you? Like, um, if another grown man pushed me like this, I would feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Especially you supposed to be this dude that's a submission, good at submission.
Grappler, yeah.
Yeah. So this what I was in my head was thinking like, oh Batman, he finna throw a couple of punches and go for a takedown.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he just kept punching. I'm like, oh, bet, yep, let's go ahead and waste his power out. Because you think you finna knock me out. No, buddy. Like I told everybody, they said, was you knocked out? No, bitch, I was on the ground holding my eye still.
Yeah.
So when he poked you in the eye, what were you like? What was going through your mind when he poked you in the eye? What was the first thing that went through your mind?
Bro, I couldn't see. Like, dead ass. Like, everything. You know how you spin around real quick and it just.
Yeah.
That's how it was when he poked me in the eye. But I didn't realize that he poked me in both eyes.
Oh, shoot.
See, I didn't know that. So, like, I just knew he poked me in my right eye. And I was like, fuck, I couldn't see. But when I kept blinking, I seen him throw that hook. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, fuck, I couldn't see. And I'm looking at the ref like, yo, like, bro, I can't see. And normally they'll be like, timeout, whoop whoop, something like that. Nah, we ain't get none of that.
Well, when you looked at him, because you looked at the ref like
twice, didn't you? Yeah.
I turned around and looked at him like, bro, what the fuck? Like, because we told them in the back that in a lot of his videos he has his hands out like this when he fights. So his favorite thing is to eye poke people. Same thing when he fought what is his name? Bruno?
Yeah.
Not yeah. Something like that. Silver dude that he got the viral knockout for.
Yeah.
Well, he had his fingers out then too, if you look at the tape.
So wait a minute. So y'all told them before the fight?
Yeah, we told this because we get
it's like
I don't know if a lot of people know this, but your ref comes and talk to y'all before the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to go over the rules setting, rules meeting, what you can't do, what you cannot do. And we told him, like, hey, a lot of people has pulled my hair in the fight, I poked in the eye, and we straight told him, especially my coaches, straight told him, like, hey, bro, like, he loves keeping his fingers out like this. Like, he loves doing this, okay? We told the ref say he gonna say something to him. We don't know if he said anything to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, did they say? Let me ask you.
Well, he still should be looking at it if you called it ahead of time. Like even if he didn't tell him,
you would think.
It's like when if LeBron James is like, "Hey, dude, he's holding me a lot," before they say, "Okay, we got you, LeBron." Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's all right.
So did they say anything? Did they say anything? Did anybody from the UFC? Did anybody say anything after the fight? Like, hey, sorry we missed that. Sorry.
No, the UFC's fully behind me about it. The main thing is in this fight business, the commission of whatever state. That's who we're waiting on.
Okay.
So we don't know how long we can be waiting on them. You know what I'm saying?
So did y'all appeal it? Y'all appealed it?
Well, I'm gonna leave that to my coaches and managers because they talk about all that stuff. That's kind of like I tell everybody, that's not shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the fighter. You know
Yeah.
So like they dealt with that. So I kind of basically just from what the words I've been getting is that the UFC and everybody's behind me. Apparently actions has already been taken. Apparently, that's from what people has told me.
Well, that's cool.
I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm not really like that type of person. Like, oh, okay, whatever. All right, whatever. Boom, boom.
Well, I'm not,
Let's move on
I
to the
can tell
next one.
I can tell you're not an excuse maker, and you're wanting to move on, but also with
Yeah.
that same thing, I don't think that's necessarily making an excuse or crying about something.
Yeah.
Especially if you told homeboy before the fight, that's right is right and wrong is wrong. To me, there ain't no
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
So it was one of those things, bro. Like it was. How can I say this? It was an experience for me that I probably as a fighter, bound to happen either other day, whatever.
Right.
yeah.
Too bad, I got poked in the eye, got stitches, my nose. Like I probably got. I think they said I got like a small little fracture, a couple fracture, whatever. But my nose was already broken before the fight.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, bro? Like it was a whole lot of stuff a lot of people don't know. Like, I'm not the type of person to get online and make a big deal about this, that, this, and the other. Like I knew my nose was broken way before the fight.
Yeah.
And then I just kept training with it, just being punched in it. But it wasn't as bad until I fought and all the other shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem the type of guy just to move forward and just take the next fight coming up. And so speaking of that, we've been watching your socials, and so that Dylan Budka guy has been calling you out. Is there a contract coming up? Is that any merit at all? Because he said for June,
honestly,
right?
though, bro, I hope. Honestly though, I want this dude because I'm a businessman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you get the drift I'm going with it, you'll understand it. If I've been in all these top level fights, like my last fight, if I would have beat dude, that would have put me in the top 15. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person like, okay, babe, I didn't get put in the top 15. If that's the case, where am I ranked at already?
Yeah.
Cool, whatever. I don't know where I'm ranked at. I really don't care. But I just seen that this dude just lost. His record is 7-3. I'm 9-2 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people saying, yeah, he's a he's a crotch sniffer, a can opener, whatever the fuck case may be. I get too fucks about it.
Yeah.
But when I tell them, like, when I tell people that, like, I want to showcase a lot of my striking. Yeah, I know dude's a wrestler, wrestled out Ohio, whatever. I want this fight because I told him, like, yeah, I called you out. Yeah, I look at you as a marketable target. And yeah, I will knock you out and I will finish you.
So where did that come from? Did y'all know each other? Or was there some sort of beef, or is it just?
No, I just let's see this. So like, you know how the Reaper like kind of like just flip through chapters and make sure
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the things it was for me. I was flipping through shit. I was like, hey, I want him. I just seen he lost. I want to get back in the win column. I want to get back. You know what I'm saying? And in this business, you got to be smart. If you take a lot of hard fights and you lose, you lose your job.
You're out of it. Yeah.
So I'm taking, like Sean O'Malley said it best. I fight these bums and all this and shit, and then when I feel like fighting a high level ass fighter, then I'll fight. Because at the end of the day, I still can make my 50K off this dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
no doubt.
It's a business part of it too.
Yeah. Levels to the game.
Because I'm not gonna fight these high level ass fucking dudes, and I look fucking stupid as fuck because I got my ass whooped. No, I'm good. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to be the rookie of the year. Like I already had 4 fights, and it's been a year.
Yeah.
March 17th to make it a year.
Yeah.
Damn, that's quick.
So,
it escalates quickly.
A year in the UFC, already have 4 fights. This will be my 5th fight if I get the Dylan fight. You get what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah. Well, let's make it happen.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but I'm not sitting around waiting months and years just to fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you want to get back in the octagon and show everyone who you are, like we know. And so I had a question going off of that. You're going to hear all the chatter from everyone else who they don't even know what they're talking about, right? So how do you navigate all the haters and negative people that you know are inevitably going to happen and go on social medias and just spout
nonsense. Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I give them the time of myself just to make me feel better. But honestly, bro, these trolls, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I ain't even trying to be funny. But ain't nothing but some fat ass fucking nerds. Nobody that never fucking fought. And if they did fight,
Look, they don't
got
even
too
use their
embarrassed.
they don't even use their it's funny because like I go on Twitter all the time and somebody will come on and be like, oh, this guy doesn't even know anything about MMA. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I trained with several high-level ex-champions, yada, yada, yada. Who you can't even, for you to have such a strong opinion, sir, and you're using another grown man's picture as your profile picture, that seems super ditty to me. Now, look, that's just me. So,
like I told him, bro, like I told people in other interviews and shit too. None of these people will say shit to me in my face because I'm gonna slap the shit out of it. 'Cause like I said, even they bring up like the little woman beater bullshit. Like I keep telling them, like, bro, y'all keep bringing up shit like that's old. Like you saying I beat some girl ass. Why am I not in prison yet? I apparently bruised this girl out and every fucking thing, and I'm just sitting on this shit like, bro. If y'all go read the report, it'll clearly tell you that they jumped me in the fucking club.
well, and that goes back to also like how we talked about getting outside of comfort zone. And that, it was the same thing for me in Montgomery growing up when I was younger. Police, all of those. Once you get a tab, and like you said earlier, like whenever everybody knows everybody in the city or whatever, the police are the same way. And if they're gonna harass, they're gonna, oh, well, he's got multiple arrests. Okay, well, number one, judge not unless you be judged. But then number two to that, you got to know small town living. And all of these people are like, oh, well, yeah, because when somebody don't like you, they're going to create reasons. How many convictions were there? How many were all of these things? Because just getting arrested doesn't really mean anything, especially in small towns. But that's
like I tell everybody, bro. I have no violent charges besides some misdemeanor bullshit or battery.
Yeah.
I'm just like the domestic bullshit. I said, bro, if I'm beating on women's and all this and shit, bro, I think this should be out there.
Yeah.
Y'all bringing up old ass incident report, bringing up shit. Like I told these trolls, y'all don't do no type of actual reading. So I'm just gonna not even entertain this shit.
The best thing,
I'm just gonna let y'all keep doing it.
I'll tell you the best thing I learned was from RDA. He's got like 600,000 followers on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And he'll post something and then he turns the notifications off. And I had to learn that from him because people would get on there and I'm really close with him. So people would get on there and be like, oh. And then I found myself arguing with people. And then I'm like, man, why am I arguing with some grown man that don't even have the guts enough to put his own profile picture or name on there? Like, so I learned to turn the notifications off. With that being said, let me ask you this. Going back, what advice would your younger self give to you now, or would you now give to your younger self?
Honestly, bro, advice I'm giving from younger self back then to now is, I'm gonna be real with you. I dedicated myself to a lot of training. That's what I've been doing. Like now I'm amping my training up beyond what I used to do as an amateur. Like I'm slowly getting back into it, but I'm amping up certain things I never did before. But that amping up the training more, and honestly, bro, like when I was younger, bro, like I didn't give a fuck what you post, said, or anything because I knew at the end of the day what I had to do. Mm-hmm. That's just even before I started fighting and everything else. Like when I knew I had bills to pay, oh, you think I'm finna wait on you? Nah, I'm finna go ahead and go make this money.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
And then I hit you up later on if you want to hang out and chill and shit.
Yeah.
So that's the old saying that I'm giving my old self, like my older self. I'm 28 now.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, fuck everybody else, bro. Like how we used to be. Because when we wasn't when we was a nobody gave a fuck about you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you got a name, people really just want something to talk about. Be for real, for real. They just want something to talk about. Because at the end of the day, like I tell a few people, like, you know, that's around me in my circle, you can post, you can try to bash a person's name, but it's like, hey, buddy, what have you done? Because you want to bash me because I got a name. So why are you so hurt? And
Well,
don't want to put
you know
yourself
what?
out
You
there.
know why they're bashing themselves? People that hate on other people, it's really not about hating on the other person. They hate themselves. And what it is they hate to see other people doing the things that they were uncomfortable or unwilling to do. And when they see somebody that goes to the gym when they could be going out to the club, or when they are eating right instead of going and eating trash, it makes them look at their self and they hate themselves because they're like, why can't I do that? Why can't? So they want to break you down to make you a certain way in their mind. So, which is sad, but you know, it happens.
It's the world. Like I tell
Yeah.
everybody, bro, like the world want to play dirty. I don't gotta play dirty with you. I don't gotta play dirty with you, but I can get down to dirty with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
you're super focused now. You're dialing in on all your training. What do you like to do outside the octagon in your training in your spare time?
Honestly, bro, I'll be real with you. Like, I ain't even trying to be funny. I ain't done a whole lot, but I think I've possibly done a lot of shit that I'm possibly just like, bro, I just sit back, smoke my weed. I like going on little walks, drinking my little wine here and there if I have time to and shit. But besides that, bro, man, like,
Just kicking it.
yeah, bro, I just kick it. Like, even when I be in Orlando, bro, I just be kicking it. Smoking my weed in my car, walking around, you know, smoking whatever, and then just go train because, like, it, like, people that's, put it like this, people that's kind of already been partying, like, when they start partying when they get in college, like, you know, you kind of get adapted to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
was already partying and shit, like, in middle school and high school and shit. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was old by the
So,
time you were there.
yeah, so like I was too busy on trying to make some money and shit instead of going out. Like I still go out with the homies and shit, whatever, and we all get drunk, we'll have fun and shit, or whatever the case may be. But it's just already done it.
Yeah.
So like now that I'm in a predicament, like you know, I have a career. You know, people know I have money. You know, whatever the case may be. Um, I ain't trying to put myself in no situation to get fucked over, put myself in a fucked up situation, get, you know, fucked over, like I know I say that twice, but like fucked over like somebody do some dumb shit, but it's really like to
And
set
you
me up to
tied
get me
to
put in
it.
some bullshit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like things like that, I kind of just sit back and just like,
Being
nah, I don't gotta
selective
worry
with who
about
you
this.
hang with. Yeah.
Not even that, bro, because not even that though, because like I mostly go out by myself anyways. Like
Yeah.
I ain't really like if the homies hit me up and like, hey bro, let's go out, woo woo woo. I you feel me? I'll slide out, you
Yeah.
know. But most of the time, bro, I go out by myself. I drink by myself, smoke by myself, eat by myself. I walk by myself, and you know, a lot of people ask me like, "Hey, bro, since people know who you are you scared?" I said, "Scared of what?" I said, "Bro, I said I respect everybody. I don't have to walk around this bitch like I'm bougie. Like
Yeah.
I respect everybody. Hey, how you doing? Boom, boom. You want to take a picture? Cool. I'll talk to you, answer a couple questions. Boom. You know, a few people get on my nerves and stuff. Like when they tell me, "All right, man, I'll let you enjoy your drink," but then keep talking to me, and I'm
Right.
just like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Chillax,
Like,
chillax. Let me ask you.
yeah, but like that's it, though. You feel me? Like I still have time to enjoy myself, but like I kind of just choose not to. I'd rather go on like a drive and do shit like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So I know you've got a young son. How is having being a father changed your mindset with everything?
Bro, if anybody that's a father, bro, and I'm gonna say this for anybody, father or mother or whatever the case, bro, you ain't living for yourself anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You brought another mouth in there. Even if you didn't want to, fuck the baby daddy, fuck the BM, don't even matter. You get what I'm saying? Is that you got to realize that you got a blood, that's your seed, and you got to take care of that.
Yeah.
But like I tell some people, bro, we do have women and ignorant ass men that do dumb shit with kids, using them, shit like that. But if you can get your kids, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're responsible for that. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're responsible for that. Because I know how it is in certain situations with, divorces, relationships. Like, I know, like, people we fucked up, man or woman. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the main thing I say, bro, about my situation, like being a dad, bro. Like, cause this is my fourth kid. My other kids, I take care of them. They stay in Tallahassee and Tennessee.
I got you one beat. I got 5.
Oh man, you good? Man. I'm done. I got 2 boys and 2 girls. I
got 3 girls and 2 boys. I said God punished me a little bit because all three of my daughters are super beautiful. Now I'm brutally honest like you, so if they had a lazy eye or they weren't cute, I would say, but they're smart. But all 3 of my daughters are super cute. And so my oldest is a sophomore in college. And I remember when she was in high school, I got a little mullet. I got a Southern accent. I'm ratchet. I hang with fighters and, I believe in guns. So, she went to a big time football school here and it was like offensive linemen, like 6'3", 6'4", 250. And they're like, man, have you seen who her dad is? I'm not. So I was okay with that. Eventually she went on and, to school, and I'm sure she's dating or whatever. I just say, hey, I don't really,
You feel me? You just let it be.
Yeah.
Because it's bound to happen, so it's just like, I ain't even fucking think about it. Just
All right, SC. So we're gonna do a quick little 5-question rapid fires. So just think of the first fighter that comes to your mind. We'll start off with this one. Who is, in your mind, the most annoying fighter in the UFC?
You said annoying?
Yes, sir.
Dylan Bocat.
who he wants this fight for real, for real. Who hits the hardest?
Alex Pereira.
Yeah, true that.
That fight was epic,
that was
by
the
the way.
first that came to my head. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Stone hands. Who would you like to be friends with outside the octagon?
Honestly though, probably Conor McGregor, because he's gonna get on my fucking nerves talking so much. But the man know how to make money, so I'm be like, hey, yo, bro, shut the fuck up and tell me how to do it.
All right.
Your man, you gotta just do this. I don't know what that means.
All right. If there's a zombie apocalypse and you can choose one UFC fighter to be by your side, who's it gonna be?
None.
Fuck, you can be on your own.
You're riding solo, right?
I understand they fight, but nigga, look, where the hunters at? Where the deer hunters at? Like, where those dudes at? Hey, I need Steven Seagal. I need like every fucking body besides any UFC fighters.
All right, and
I
last.
Damn, if they was in the military, I don't give a damn. I need those types. They have survival skills.
Get with them Brazilians now. Them Brazilians are about that like.
No, I don't want the Brazilians, no Russians, none of that.
Riding solo.
Motherfuckers that can hunt. That is it. I don't give a damn what race they are. Those dudes.
All right, last one. Name your top 5 UFC fighters all time.
Anderson Silva, Max Holloway, John Jones, and that's really it, bro. I don't really too much I don't really got that many 5. It'll be John Jones, Max Holloway, Anderson Silva, and that'll really be it, bro. Because John Jones got the attribute of being long, strong, and power, and he can wrestle, and he can do spinning kicks and stuff like that. Me and Max has like a similar similarity of we just got it from the mud, we getting out, we're gonna take care of our family, we're gonna fight it out. So that's what I'm trying to unleash and bring to the table. If people can stop fucking running away from me, or I can take the fight. And end of this Silva, like I like him because the humbleness, like he's humble but he's deadly, and I like that.
Silent assassin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like I respect all of those dudes, like because like all three of those dudes, I want to put that into me. Family man that goes to war, that had BS in the past, that has went to jail, but can't nobody fucking break me. And I'm also humble at the same time, but bitch, you played me the wrong way, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking
I love it.
All right, so I know you got a lot going on today, so we'll finalize with this one, and this one's kind of deep. So if you need to take a second, if today was your last day, what would you want SD to be remembered for?
Just a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be remembered as, if I die today, I want my name to be engraved somewhere in Pensacola, and I'm gonna be dead as real with you. My quote is gonna be, "Don't let somebody tell you you can't do something." That's it. Just whatever you do, just go with it. Don't ever let somebody tell you can't do something. I never knew I was going to be in the UFC. People told me, "Oh, you need to stop fighting. You need to go to work. You need to go work. You need to go do this. You need to go do this." So you want me to go do what you want me to do? Fuck what I want to do. All right, well, you ain't about to tell me what I cannot do. So I just kept, I kept doing what I'm doing, bro. I kept fighting. And when people told me, "Oh, you can't do this," I told everybody I can do this. So never let somebody say that you can't do something that you can't do. So that's just been on thing.
I mess with that.
I love it. It shows, especially because I'm from West Coast, completely different vibe whatsoever. But it's just cool to watch. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at in the world, whatever you want to do and put your mind to it. You've shown us today that you're going to make it happen, because this means more than just yourself. And now you have to do it for your kids. You do it for your family.
When I went to jail for 2 weeks, everybody thought the fight was over. Everybody thought the fight was over with. There wasn't gonna be no fight. Yada yada yada. I got out of jail, and I still went in there and did what I need to do. Yeah, I didn't get the dub, of course, but like I told people, never let somebody tell you that you can't do something. Because in jail, people's telling me, "Man, the fight's gonna be over with." Yada yada yada. I straight told them, "No, the fuck it's not." So no, it's not. I said, "Watch this. I'm gonna make my lawyer. Shout out to my lawyer, Greg Wilbs. I told my lawyer, look, man, we fight March 30th. We got to make some shake in 2 weeks or something." He got on his job. He did it. And I respect him for it. And I went out there and fought and put on for my city and put on for everybody that fucks with me that's in my corner. Win, lose, or draw, at the end of the day, you get what I'm saying? Like, I went out there and did what I need to do, which is fight. At the end of the day, like, and you understand from coming, like, from fighting in the cage and stuff, it's stressful, and it pisses you off more when a fighter backs out from a fight, because you've been preparing for that fight.
Especially after a weight cut. I hate the weight cut.
Yeah.
I'm from the South, so I like to eat.
Yeah, same. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
So like that's how I told a lot of people, and a lot of people don't a lot of people don't talk to me, and a lot of people don't do a lot of interviews with me and all this and shit. A lot of people just hate, which is fucking stupid. But like I tell a lot of people, bro, like if you actually sit down and talk with me, like, nah, bro, like I'm very respectful. Like, I'm still new to this game. I'm still new to fighting. I'm still, like I told everybody, I did a lot of shit that, you feel me, a lot of people haven't done in my shoes. From Pensacola, made it to the big show. On the big show, winning fights and fighting constantly. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't fight this much. I'm going to say, if people fought a lot as me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We'll have a lot of more fights going on. We'll see more, a lot of these dudes. Like, I think I told somebody I was talking to, I said the week 7, whatever the Contender Series, everybody got a contract. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a contract. It's me and this Russian chick that has fought so many times. And in that week, and the people that has fought that won the contract probably only fought like once or twice, or probably coming up.
Not even that. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. For me, you get much respect from me because you are still learning, and you've got my number. Use me for whatever information and anything that I can help lead you, because I know what it is coming from the mud, and how people will push you to try to make you slide back. Keep your mind focused the way that it is. Learn how to keep being selective with who you align with, and keep doing the right things, and the right things will keep happening. And you get respect from me because every statistic tells us when we're from where we're from, especially when we're from Pensacola, Montgomery, every statistic tells you you're either going to be dead, dealing drugs or something else.
Still in your fucking city.
Exactly. And so for you to continue to elevate yourself, keep shining, brother, and anything you need from me or anything that I can do, I'm here to help you.
Well, I'm gonna be coming up there on the West Coast, so
whatever
y'all area,
whatever
let me know.
Whatever you need. We got a bunch of guys in Vegas as well. Okay. If you go there to train, I've got a lot of affiliations. We'll kind of connect off with it.
Appreciate that, man.
Anything you need from me from the West Coast. I'm big, and this is something that I talked to Eric about is, coming out here, I want to put on for the South. And when I say South, I mean South, SOUF. They don't know the difference of that. When you go boot over is when you get the real down, dirty South. And so for me, I want to be able, the older I get, I want to give back to the younger people, to kind of help them elevate themselves and give them knowledge and whatever I can to help them. So you got a fan in me. Yeah, no problem, bro.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna go.
Hey, thank y'all, bro. My bad being so crazy, but
it's all right. It's all love, brother. And like I said, if you need me, let me know. We're gonna go ahead and sign off. Everybody have a good one. We appreciate you and take it easy. And if you're not already, go follow SD the Reaper. Much love.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you.